Oh, no, it's fine. I'll just be down here in the corner.
So welcome back to my channel. Today, I have Maddie here.
Hi guys. You can find me on Instagram at swagdaddy underscore Maddy. You can find me on Twitter, swagdaddymaddy. I'm currently in school to be an interior designer. I'm very interested in fashion. I love makeup. I just want to say this glare in my glasses. You guys are never going to be able to look into my eyes.
Follow Maddie on Instagram. That way you can stay updated with the
Instagram
YouTube
is like my main
channel.
spot.
I kind of wanted to film a video about us talking about our life issues.
We have a lot of them. We got our nails done once one. Like a girl's day.
We were just talking about different stuff a lot of people our age deal with.
Kayla was going through a life crisis and she had a realization.
Yeah, I figured it out. I figured my shit out.
And we just got through it together. And we realized that we both have really good advice to give to each other and to input, and we think that it would help out
other people. Nobody wants to be that broke 20-year-old that doesn't have their life together, that doesn't have a man, that doesn't know what they're gonna do after school.
Like literally us. No one wants to be us, basically.
No one wants to do that.
One of my main goals is for people to realize nothing is perfect. No one can be perfect. And that's both of our goals with our YouTube channels and everything. We are all going through struggles and we can go through them together.
I feel better when I watch a video on YouTube and it's relatable.
Exactly. You just want to feel related to, period.
Maddie and I came up with 4 questions in total, kind of what we're going through right now that we want to talk about with each other. You don't have many groups that lift each other up. It's a task to find good friends and it shouldn't be at this age. Do you also notice cattiness amongst other girls when they're in a group?
Oh no, definitely. That's been like a thing since middle school. Where we went to school, it was very cliquey. We haven't been taught from day one that girls should empower each other and that we all are kind of going through the same thing and we can all relate to each other.
And we don't have to compete.
That's kind of how we were raised.
Yeah.
Throughout our whole middle school, high school years. Don't tell me that.
It wasn't a private school, but it wasn't a public school. Academically, it was very competitive.
We were kind of held at higher standards.
We went to the same school at one point.
I remember in middle school, I used to wear moccasins with mismatched socks every single day, and my hair would be in a bun, and I would just wear headbands with bows on them, and the most random. For charter, it was really out there. I always just kind of did my own thing, and I think I was really judged for it. Now that we're like out of school and everything, that's kind of what everyone is doing. I've been doing that since, I'm not being like, oh my god, I've started these trends, but I've always just done whatever I want, and now everyone's Doc Martens chains.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to be that Instagram hoe, and I've been that Instagram hoe. Like,
I used to look up to her Instagram because I was like,
when did you say that?
I told you over FaceTime.
We were always involved in that group of the people who did different stuff. We hung out with different theater kids and band kids, and we just always did whatever we wanted. Through middle school and high school, we had uniforms. We would add different stuff to our uniform. Accessories,
shoes,
belts, earrings,
like lipstick.
Shoes. We had this internal thought that we needed to fit in.
It never came naturally to us.
Yeah. We wanted to be popular or whatever it is, but internally, whether they liked it or not, whether we fit in or not, we're still gonna just do our own thing.
Going into college, that was the time when everybody was like, I'm gonna be a new person, I'm gonna change my outlook kind of thing. And I thought I kind of knew who I was. When I got to college, I was like, oh, gotta change it.
Maybe we're just really mature.
I don't know.
We were mature in the aspect where we knew since day one, we knew what we were supposed to be doing because we always just kind of did it.
I personally lost myself. I got caught up in that idea, oh, going into college, like I have to become this new person.
Yeah.
I have to do this.
Because you're having an entire new friend group.
It was very
For
confusing.
us, through kindergarten, through high school, we were the same exact people. We already had a reputation since the beginning. Everyone already knew who everyone was. Going out of that, it's a whole new world.
You kind of found yourself more
because I didn't go to college. I didn't go to like a standard university. I went, made some questionable decisions, and
but so did I. That's a
moved
thing.
To different places. I don't know, I was never really pushed into that college going out and sororities and frats, and I wasn't really pushed into that, so I always just kind of doing my own thing. I wasn't influenced by a certain community. I was kind of just in my own thing. I think that honestly probably helped me more. I'm about to be 21. I'm already ready to get a move
have
on
a
with
baby.
Life. Like literally, let's go.
Ready to have a kid.
Who's out there? Like, who wants to just, you know? I still, to this day, don't really feel like I missed out on that much. That's all just wasted time. Looking at everyone, you're getting education, obviously. Everyone just going out and partying and just hooking up, going with frat boys, whatever. Dating, barely dating in college and just drinking and everything. Whatever you call dating in college. And it just like seems like a waste of time to me.
I'm not in my sorority anymore.
Watch the last video. We'll link it right here.
You really have to curate your group of friends to make sure that they're the girls that you want to be around. In high school, it's kind of just the people that were there.
All the girls there were like, so quick to judge you off of what you're doing.
I'm not straight.
Good. It hurts my back. Now they're seeing where we were coming from in high school when we were being original and we were just kind of doing our own thing. They're now seeing that when we were in high school and we were doing those things, they were the first ones to judge us
and copy us.
Yeah, exactly. Like we bitch, we were the trendsetters. What the what? We never really had that uplifting group of girls. Everyone was just always trying to tear you down and tell you you were doing something wrong. Now we're out of that whole scene. You just have to find those people. We're kind of in the same group. Some people from high school, the really good gems that we found in high school. There's some people that we've just met in different places and from school and college. You have to really focus on who you're surrounding yourself with because it's really going to affect your mental health and it's going to affect just how you view life. That's one of Kayla's biggest things when she was in college. She was kind of surrounding herself with different people.
Good word choice.
Who maybe didn't affect her in the ways that she knows now that she needs.
Separating your party friends from the people that you hang out with. The same people that you party with.
They're not always the people that are gonna motivate. I mean, it can be. Those are where you found those friends and that's all mindful. They do. Those might not be the same people that are going to inspire you and motivate you and lift you up. I don't know if it was subconscious. You would get hate.
We're making it sound like we were bullied.
I know.
People would say that we were weird.
Exactly.
We weren't bullied. Oh, like she's like, you know.
Yeah, like,
and now we're cool.
Have heard different, like, exactly.
But in high school, we were odd and we're like, oh.
And now everyone is trying to be like us. Maybe you should cut that part out. We should not be saying that because it doesn't sound good. It's like, oh, I don't think that's how it went. I don't think that's how it went, actually. It was a subconscious thing. A lot of people were consumed in drama and the social aspect of it.
And that's what sorority life was starting to feel like for me. It was starting to feel like high school.
Ain't nobody want to be in high school.
We're 21. I'm not trying to. Sometimes when you give advice to other girls, they take it the wrong way. If you came to me and you're like, hey, how do you edit your videos?
There's a lot of people that can't take constructive criticism.
Not even that. The way that we said things. You were telling me you want to do a YouTube channel and I was saying, okay, so do it. If I were to say that in high school to someone, they'd be like, why do you think you're better than me? Why do you think you can tell me what to do? That was never my intention.
That's why me and Kayla have stayed friends for so long. We just get each other on that level where we say things purely out of caring for the person. Yeah. Like we just say things like that are just gonna make us better. From a good place to a good place.
That has to do a lot with maturing. I never thought of it that way.
We matured really quick. I think that's what it is. I think
I also think that I'm still really immature in certain areas, but overall I'm pretty mature.
I don't think you're that immature in certain places.
Wow, okay.
People look at immaturity as being able to laugh at yourself and stuff, and I don't think that's part of immaturity. We just laugh at everything and we can always be happy. We can take what we need to take serious and we know that we need to hustle.
You get your stuff done.
We can still laugh at ourselves and do fun stuff while still being motivated. But at the same time, we're not saying that we know everything. This is literally why we're making this video, because we don't know what is going on. We have no idea what's going on, how to do anything. As we're going through life and making our mistakes, so we're learning, and that's literally what we're just trying to let everyone else know. We're just trying to take our learning experiences and
share them.
Share what we learn.
You don't have to take anything that we say, but it's nice to always feel like you have something in common with somebody else your age.
When you go through those situations, you're like,
why is this happening to me?
Why is this happening to me? And you're looking back on it and you're like, wow, that was one of the best learning situations that I could have ever been.
And then I FaceTime you and you're like, oh, that happened to me too.
Oh,
can't wait to turn 21.
Maybe our lives are not falling apart. Maybe it's just something that we all go through.
Sometimes it takes time to unlearn your bad habits. Sometimes I'll see someone and be like, I want to say something bad about another girl that's doing things. Exactly. But I catch myself, that's not what I'm about. Don't let that come out of my mouth.
We're raised in Miami. Everyone just has like a nasty taste on their tongue. I hate using this as an excuse. That's literally how we were raised.
It's a lot of variety.
To judge people.
I didn't even notice our high school was really diverse. People were raised differently.
With that, there was a lot of judging. We were always taught to just defend yourself.
Be better than another person.
Exactly. As we have moved to different areas and known different people and grown, we realize that that's kind of not really probably the best way to live your life. You're probably going to end up being happier if you have a more positive outlook.
And if you're focused on yourself. I was comparing myself to other people that had completely different majors from me. That
which
doesn't
is like so
make sense.
Opposite spectrum.
Because we're taking completely different steps to become our version of what we consider successful. Do you know who Issa Rae is? No. Okay, well, her show got picked up by HBO. It's called Insecure. I was watching an interview that she did. They said in the interview that you can't be a young person filled with promise. You have to fulfill your promise at some point. And that just really resonated with me.
Can I read it?
Yeah. I think of all these ideas, but I never take action and follow through with a lot of them. You're in your 20s, there's so many other things that you're forced to focus on. Graduating, having a part-time job, building your professional aura and online presence to get a job, updating your resume, internships. There's a bunch of different things that you have to focus on besides your own personal dreams that will make it easier for you to achieve your dreams, but at the same time, they can also distract you if you don't have a clear focus.
Because I didn't necessarily go to university. I have all these dreams and aspirations, but I'm just at my regular job and I'm almost, where do I
It's kind of discouraging.
You were saying for your university, you have to have an internship. I don't necessarily have to do anything. Like, I don't need to go out and get an internship. Where do I start? Do I just start my website and hope someone sees it? Do I make YouTube videos? It's a struggle for me to find motivation.
Because I felt that way, I didn't really believe in myself and I was lazy.
I feel like I'm lazy all the time. I don't even know where to start.
A lot of the ideas that 20-year-olds have, these really, really big ideas. You have to take small steps first to start creating your business.
What are those steps I'm supposed to do?
And I think that's what comes with listening to podcasts and talking to people your age, me talking to my dad, and having a mentor. I think is really important. At first I was thinking, how do you even get a mentor? Social media. Just playing with my
Can you stop?
The internet, we have so many resources.
We do.
How you're saying I'm not required to get an internship, you can literally look up anything. You want to create something, look up how to do it. You want to make something, look up how to do it. So you have to be willing to do it.
Or even if I did want to get an internship, they're not going to accept me because I don't have the requirements that they want. And as soon as I go try to do whatever I want to do, they're gonna be like, oh, why do you not have any internships or experience? How am I supposed to get more experience if they don't want me there? I don't know.
It's really easy to stay stuck in that mindset when you're not talking to other people about it. With the internet, you can create your own school. You can create your own blueprint, your own curriculum.
What I've been trying to do. I've been so used to just being
a lot of work for one person.
I know, and I've just been so used to, like, my whole life staying on a track. With school, we're always in a curriculum. You always have everything set. Me just trying to do it on my own, trying to make a website, trying to learn, trying to do all this stuff. I don't have a specific track. Kind of just gathering information.
What's something that you want to do that you don't feel like you can do because it's too big?
Literally YouTube. I need to practice what I preach. I have stuff I'm ready to haul.
Knowing that you have potential is not going to do anything. Everybody has potential. The people that actually are doing, inspiring other people, the only thing that they did differently, they did it and you didn't do it.
Literally. It really comes down to just talking to someone and getting motivated. Kaela has put a lot of effort into her channel. It's kind of been inspiring to everyone because we all like want to do that, but no one has actually put in the effort to do that, and I've always really wanted to do that.
I used to DM and email random people. Hey, how did you create this? Go on social media and be like, how did you do this? And how do you do this editing in your video? How did you get that font in your video? I stopped doing it when I went to college because I was like, that's weird. They're gonna think that I'm a psychopath. I'm realizing that's what you have to do. If you don't know how to do something, ask. If you don't know how to do something, Google it. If you really want to do it, there's no excuses. You don't feel inclined to do it, then it's probably not something that you really want to do. Social media makes it so easy to find a mentor too. A lot of people stigmatize that term.
A lot of people are also willing, they just don't realize that they're willing because no one really just
reaches out to them.
They're like, why would someone want me as a mentor?
Nobody's gonna be offended if you're like, I really love your videos, how do you do this? Nobody's gonna be like, how dare she ask me what font I use in my video. Social media is so much easier to just ask people. Hi, you can open the door.
Mass murder could break in, you would never know.
Hi, Maddy. I heard you. How are you?
I was like, Kaela!
Oh, I didn't. What? We heard the garage door, but nothing else.
Wow. How are you, Maddy?
You know they're cute. Thank you. We went and got them done.
Google is your best friend.
Google is your teacher. Google is your mentor.
And like, it's even, I didn't even know you wanted to do YouTube. It's even better, you have me in person. Better than Google. Because before I was like, I don't know how to do this. I can't do this because I don't know how to do that.
Me?
Where do I get I see a YouTuber that I like, I'll go look at, oh, who do they follow on Instagram?
Who inspires them?
Pull things from that too.
I can't talk much on this subject. I'm just like sitting here like, yes.
I'll have her Instagram definitely in the description. Don't forget to comment, subscribe.
We want to know your input on
all like your perspective.
As you can tell from that second
stop it?
questions. I'm still lost in many
Both
different
flustered.
areas. Hope this helped you.
That's what the internet is for. Live high.
We all just want to thrive.
Bye.
Why was that record?
Something all alone, still not a thing. Stuck in them 20 something.